Just looking at the bracket.
Next stage.
Yep, add around, add around, add around.
Yep, add around.
All right.
For this stage. And there's our next set of fights. Oh, Tech versus HMS. Wonderful.
All right, let's get this battle order rolled out.
Posting.
Starting, here we go. Flash start and begin.
Charge!
Zero wobbling around a bit. Lots of Hydrofire. Some Ares
Yep,
trading.
Hydra's on the Hydra boat. But they're missing.
Teams are playing it pretty safe. So has any team not brought an Ares at this point? Nope. It's overtuned to sell.
No, I think everyone brought an Ares.
Yep. And that's what happens if you base balance off of a weapon being sometimes bugged. And then you fix it. That will be resolved. But it doesn't actually seem to be horrifically affecting the matches thus far.
Nice bounce off the asteroid there, pal.
Doing his best. Got white grims moving out. Faster than your average red. Don't seem to have caught the Witch of November.
Nope, Grim's getting cut down by point defense. I gotta be honest, I'm still not feeling the Grim or the Grim 2 at its current point cost.
I think that's more to do with the actually functional point defense. That's what test tournaments are for. Shake out the weapons. Indeed. But good news is, I haven't seen a single instance of a weapon having issues. Or weird behavior.
Looks like the Witch of November here is waiting. There we go.
Come on, there.
And BD says, well, shit, Muzzle just jinxed it.
I intend to jinx it so we can go fix it.
Looks like those were hits from the Hydras on Squish.
Yeah, Squish waited a long time to fort up. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of the Hydrofire that's coming out of HMS being shot way low. I don't think that's a sync issue, I think that's a camera issue. Or as the kids like to say, a skill issue. Nate Shield's taking a heavy pounding now.
Yep.
At a 4% and dropping. Here comes the Grims. Right at the last second when the shields dropped.
Didn't seem to do a great deal, if I'm honest.
Speaking of doing great deals, Zero's in the back line getting shot at by the entirety of Tech, aside from Nate, who is holding off the entirety of HMS on his lonesome. Come on. Take the shot, Darth. There you go. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh, owie boo.
Zero's now officially out of shields.
Yep. That is a
Oh.
very high DPS ship, and they need to deal with it.
Effective ram from Nate into Zero. Took off a chunk. Zero, not very pleased. Refocusing on Nate. And the zone is working. Oh, lots of arrows slamming right into Squishy's backside. And there's a huge hole straight through. Senior is sitting on the back line, unmolested. Starth continues to strip apart Zero.
Squish making good work here on, I believe, is that Nate on that ship? I believe so.
Let's see.
It's hard to know, remember who's piloting what when I don't have the information up.
Yeah.
But hopefully I'm getting good shots for you.
Oh, you are. Well, Demon, I could. But they're already on the ball. Don't worry about it. Man of the hour is Zero.
Shot there.
Getting ripped apart. Oh, here comes Dark. Man after my own heart.
Oof, all those arrows in there, dropping those shields fast. Very nice.
Commander Chet, only member of HMS, in the zone. Lots of Hydras digging into him now. Ever devastating Witch of Bottom text. Digging out huge chunks of armor. Rims of both kinds for Nate. This check comes in for a ram. Nate seems to be absent-minded.
Nope. That's a negatory on that ram. Bounced off the shields.
Here comes Squishy. Bonks off of Nate. His shields are now down. Almost an instance of friendly flying.
Almost. Quite the cluster over here.
Yep. Have all sorts of ships tangling with each other. And here comes some arrows for Chet. Dead in the water.
That certainly looked like it hurt.
SRM's point blank. Seems Chet has DC'd again. Seems that ram into Nate crashed his connection. Poor guy. MTD ignoring Shooting Man Gold. Trying to focus on the real targets, but it's taking heavy Hydra fire.
I have to be honest, Shooting Gold is that little acclimator ship is very, very interesting. It's a lot stronger than I would have thought it was.
Do you think anyone would notice if I just doubled the damage weapons do in the config as a joke?
I mean, probably, yeah.
Welcome to the finals. You have 10 times damage. Go. Tiberius out of shields. Doesn't seem impressed with Squishy, who's gonna eat another huge volley of arrows straight up the backside again.
Interesting suggestion from BD. that sudden death should be a change to the global damage modifier.
If I could update that in real time, I just might. And by just might, I would definitely actually do that. But I'm pretty sure that requires a restart. The duct tape failed.
I'm fairly sure you're correct.
Furious backing off.
Unless we could get Dart to, you know, enable that as a feature, and then just change a variable on the server, and it updates real time.
That kind of thing works for mods like RTS, so I know it's technically feasible, but I don't know if that's feasible for Weapon Core.
Big damage here. Knocking out all of those thrusts. Oh, and an Ares hit. Brutal.
Squishy, against all odds. Alive, lots of guns.
Mm-hmm. Squishy not living up to his name.
Nope. Kind of sad, actually. I did like the recurring meme of Squishy dying immediately in the first 10 seconds. MTD seems to be spinning. Rotating on the point, trying to cut down Tiberius, who seems to be crippled. Flying through a flak field. Shields are still up. He is a dangerous sniper with an afterburner. Seems he lost his main thrust? No, he's still got it. Maybe his hydrogen tank was knocked out. Ah, yeah. There it is. Interesting. Maybe he's having a hydro bug. The perils of hydrogen.
Mm-hmm. I really do despise that hydrogen bug.
Yep. Well, looks like Squishy has been cut apart quite cleanly now. He does not seem to be rotating anymore. I wonder if he's trying to repair some gyros, if he even has any. A bit too late, though, as a bunch of arrows slam into his corpse. Well, not quite corpse yet. The Hulk that remains of Squishy, holding together. Alright. Looks like Chet has managed to reconstitute himself, somehow, with a completely motionless ship, unpiloted. That whole time was not cut down. Either a stroke of chivalry from the enemy team, or a lapse in judgment.
Good Hydra shots there from MTD.
Oh, here comes Shooting Man Gold. Getting up close and personal, trying to take some fire off of Tiberius. Lots of white grims popping off around Darth and Commander Chet. Thrusters turning off and back on again. Looks like Darth wants to ram him into Nate's shields. Misses just by a hair. That would have been devastating.
That little ship screaming, look at me, and yet still being ignored.
Please pay attention. Senior firing the arrows directly into Chet. They're gonna land. And most of them do.
Most of them do.
Huge chunks of damage. TC seem to be reconstituting around shooting at Darth. Not Darth, MTD. MTD spiraling out of control now. And Darth sealing the deal.
Massive quad barrel shotgun.
Almost blowing him in half. His guns are still firing. They have not been shot off yet. Oh, never mind. Shooting Man looking to reduce the gun count as best he can. TEC have completely occupied the zone now. And forced out HMS.
Beautiful.
Well, Chet has managed to float via excellent piloting, or by accident, back into the zone. Shooting Man Gold not happy with this. Intending to do something about it as yet more arrows land and crash out Chet. Those arrows attacked the pilot directly.
Must be the radiation interfering with his connection.
Yeah. There's no other explanation for that. DEC have reoccupied the zone. It's looking to me like HMS is out of bodies. The hulk of Squishy ripped apart. The hulk of MTD. The Airbus hanging on. Oh, that's a huge grid split. Well, the Airbus is still hanging on. That's a good news. Bad news, it's not on the same ship anymore.
Oof. That is just wreckage.
Nothing left but the screaming now. And the Rams. Point blank, friendly fire. Arrow friendly fire. And we're gonna get a arena ram. Yeah, straight through the front.
Yep.
Huge crunch.
Oh.
Shooting Man did not get off of that easily, but it was spectacular. And that's game.
Yep.
We're done.
And well done to the players.
What a match. It's a bit more decisive than some of the other ones we've seen. And TEC are your winners.
So probably the most decisive so far, I would say.